Turning medical research into a commercially available treatment can be a long and difficult process. It's a high-cost, high-risk industry with potentially very big payoffs. Now a new player is emerging with technology that could fundamentally change the treatment of many common diseases. The mapping of the human genome was a major milestone, giving scientists much more information about how genes influence diseases. Australian biotech company Benetech says it's developed a new way to permanently shut down genes associated with a range of illnesses.
We have a platform technology that we think is a new way of thinking about developing drugs. So conventional drugs, the sorts of pills you take, tend to target, or do target proteins and often inactivate those. Our strategy is to go a step up and degrade RNAs that are associated with the production of those proteins.
It's taken almost 15 years of work, but they're about to start clinical trials using the approach for patients with hepatitis C.
It'll be later this year, towards the end of this year, that we'll actually start the clinical trials. So this is a very important stage for the company.
Also in the pipeline are trials for chronic pain and drug-resistant lung cancer. While it sounds promising, in the past, the Australian biotech sector hasn't always delivered.
There's been some spectacular successes in Australian biotechnology. Mesoblast for one, CSL, Cochlear, ResMed, the names we know about. And some smaller companies have done really well over the last couple of years, and some have had the challenges.
Researchers say there's a renewed interest in the biotechnology sector.
There's certainly a resurgence in industry and biotech following some of the less than spectacular results in some of the other sectors.
It's a high-risk area, and sometimes even the most robust research doesn't always make it from the bench to the bedside.
There certainly is a lot of research that doesn't actually get taken up to the translational level where it actually gets put into a clinic. And this is for a lot of different reasons. It could be due to failure to identify a good drug that actually addresses that particular target for a particular disease, or it could be due to lack of investment.
Medical research is currently under the spotlight, with the federal government releasing a major review into the sector.
The sector is pretty much removed from some of the global macro issues that are impacting Australia. At the same time, the companies that are working in the space are getting quite advanced in some of their clinical programs.
The review found that the sector has grown rapidly in the last decade, with pharmaceuticals and medicines now Australia's largest manufacturing export.
Australia graduates a lot of talented scientists and other people with skills that are relevant in this area. Many of those people have gained valuable experience overseas in Europe and North America, and increasingly in Asia. I believe we'll start to draw those people back home as more capital becomes available to do development locally.
Spending on medical and scientific research in Australia is estimated to be in the range of $6 billion. That means biotech companies will continue to hope they can find the answers to important medical problems. A simple